Cristiano Ronaldo's return to Manchester United has rocked the footballing world. But how will the star fit back in at the club? Today, I'm taking a look at reasons why Man United fans should be getting excited about the player's return. One of the main questions raised regarding Ronaldo's return is, of course, how will he fit into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's starting 11? And will his return have a negative or positive impact on players that are already at the club? So Solskjaer has already stated that he sees Ronaldo as more of a centre-forward, so that's probably where he will be playing on the pitch. But what will this mean for Mason Greenwood? So since Jadon Sancho's arrival at the club, we have seen Greenwood moving more into this centre-forward role, and he's taken to it really well. Of course, before he was in Manchester United's first team, this was the position that he played in. He is definitely going to be Manchester United's future in that position, so they certainly don't want to compromise him too much regarding the amount of minutes he will be playing. In addition to Greenwood, United do of course have Edinson Cavani, Anthony Martial, now Ronaldo. However, I do feel that there will be enough playing time to fit in most of these players. The one that I do think may suffer is of course Anthony Martial. His form hasn't been great. Regarding Edinson Cavani, he's not going to be playing 90 minutes of every game anyway, and with the cup competitions, I'm sure that there will be enough time to see him play. And of course, Ronaldo didn't move to the club to simply sit on the bench. So could this actually hinder Greenwood? Well, yes, maybe he won't get as much playing time in that role, but we could still see him on the wings, especially if Marcus Rashford is not expected back from injury until November, and Jadon Sancho can of course play in different positions. I feel like the amount of expertise and help that Ronaldo can provide a young player like Greenwood outweighs the negatives of maybe him not getting as much playing time. So like I say, we may not see him as much, but I think that in the long run, Ronaldo being there will definitely help the player. In addition to this, looking at the starting 11 and this squad that finally has a little bit of depth when it comes to their attack, there could actually be a way for Solskjaer to have Greenwood and Cristiano Ronaldo playing together. So firstly, if we take a look at some of the formations that Ronaldo could be playing in as more of a centre-forward, there is of course 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 that we have seen Solskjaer use quite a bit, and I think this will really work well for Ronaldo. Of course, since he's hit his 30s, he has become more of a striker. He's not that pacey winger that we did see once at Manchester United, and I think with Ronaldo as this lone striker and the likes of Rashford, Sancho, maybe Pogba as well, as these pacey wingers to help him out, I think that this will be a great combination. And perhaps we could see Bruno Fernandes playing further up the pitch closer to Ronaldo that we have seen for the Portuguese national team that has worked in the past. Now, regarding including Greenwood and Ronaldo, we could see this if Solskjaer did play with three at the back. It's not something that he really used too much last season. However, it's good for the team to be able to have this flexibility when facing different opponents. This formation could allow Ronaldo to play in a front two of Edinson Cavani and Anthony Martial, even Sancho or Rashford, but seeing a young Mason Greenwood play alongside him would surely be a dream come true for the teenager. Now, despite Ronaldo clearly doing his best work inside the box nowadays, he does still have a tendency to gravitate more to the left and to cut inside from there. Therefore, we could potentially see Ronaldo on the left, Sancho on the right, and Cavani or Greenwood up front. It could be an option for the team. Maybe not for a full 90 minutes, as although it is Cristiano Ronaldo, he is still 36 years of age, but it could definitely be an option because, of course, he would have Luke Shaw supporting at left back. He is arguably in the form of his life. He's pacey and he could create the width that would allow Ronaldo to be able to put some crosses in and maybe get some attempts on goal like he did when he was previously at Manchester United that fans saw time and time again. And of course, the million-dollar question with Ronaldo's arrival is, can he win the club some silverware? Single-handedly, definitely not, but he gives this side a massive advantage. Now, of course, some skeptics may say that Ronaldo is of course not the player that Manchester United fans will remember. He is 36 years of age and he has lost his pace. That is true, however, the goals have managed to stay faithful. Is he regularly surpassing the 50-goal mark like he did time and time again for Real Madrid? No, he's not. However, last season in Serie A, he still managed 29 goals, which would be a massive advantage for Manchester United. Pair this with the fact that since United last lifted the title 8 years ago, no player has managed to score 20 goals in a season. You compare this to Ronaldo, and since he has departed from the club, he has never not scored more than 20 goals in a season, which just speaks for itself. And although we we have seen him slow down a little bit more. There's been a little bit less mobility, which we definitely saw for Portugal at Euro 2020. He has been able to adapt his game. The Hungary versus Portugal game was a perfect example of this. Ronaldo didn't seem to be doing too much, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he scored 2 goals, and in the tournament as a whole, he actually finished as the top goal scorer. This alone, of course, will up their goal tally and up their chances of lifting silverware, but Ronaldo also brings other things to the table. One of these things being a winning mentality. This Manchester United side, if we're being completely honest, are pretty light on trophies, whereas a player like Ronaldo, who since he left the club has managed to win 4 Champions League trophies, will be so vital regarding the morale of this side. I truly believe that his mentality, his professionalism, and his ability on and off the pitch will be a huge advantage for United, and now the pressure is on. Of course, in the Premier League last season, they finished second, they got to a Europa League final, and over the recent years, they have got to so many semi-finals as well. So it really is important that this team wins a trophy, not only for the club, for the team, for the fans, but also for the manager in Solskjaer. Of course, when it comes to the Premier League, other teams have definitely stepped up their game. Chelsea and Manchester City are prime examples, but so have United, so why shouldn't they have a chance? Also, when you look at the Champions League, yes, the likes of PSG do look pretty scary. However, there's no saying that United couldn't at least try to progress to the likes of the quarterfinals, if not the semi-finals, looking at this team that they have. Will Ronaldo 100% guarantee trophies? Of course he won't. However, I feel that this club are in a much stronger position this season than they've been in a very long time. And another reason why Man United fans should be excited at Ronaldo's return is the boost that he will give this club as a whole. Since he was last at Man United, I think it's safe to say that things have changed quite a bit. Since Sir Alex Ferguson's departure, there has been pretty much a decade of decline. Expectations have really plummeted, if we're being completely honest. There have been different managers, players that have come and gone, big signings that have completely and utterly failed. Yes, maybe 1 or 2 pieces of silverware along the way, but it's safe to say that Man United are not the team that they once were. Pair this with tensions that have been rising between the club and the fans, which of course date to long before Ronaldo being at the club, but these issues as well means that fans haven't really had much to celebrate. And also, transfer windows of late haven't been maybe the most exciting, shall we say, for the club. So the fact that Ronaldo, alongside the other new signings, have arrived is such a massive boost for fans. Ronaldo has of course posted on his social media about his return to Old Trafford and that he wants to basically get United back to winning ways and winning some silverware. This statement alone, that he is ready to put in the work, means absolutely everything to Man United fans. And the fact that he's there to give fans some more memories, and maybe some fans actually new memories, as some fans may not even remember Ronaldo being at the club, is a source of serious excitement at United. Of course, nostalgia is a massive part of the club and their history, so to have Ronaldo back when so many thought it maybe wouldn't happen is huge. Whilst Ronaldo's return isn't necessarily going to fix things between the club and the fans, he's not a guarantee to win silverware, as I've stated, and he also cannot fix absolutely everything at Man United, but what he can give fans is something that they never really thought they would see. You know, Manchester United fans were a big part of Ronaldo's development when he moved to Real Madrid and became an absolute goal-scoring machine. A lot of fans have still followed him throughout Europe, and a lot of fans were really kind of clutching at straws and hoping that maybe one day he would return to Old Trafford. Many didn't really think that it would happen, so the fact that this is actually now happening, that Ronaldo is going to be heading back to Old Trafford, to the Theatre of Dreams, really is a dream come true. So those are my 3 reasons why Ronaldo's return is going to be brilliant for fans. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Check out all the other content, and until next time, I will see you all later.